get to the elevator and realize I forgot something and got to walk all. It sounds lazy, but I know. Give me right by an elevator. When I'm coming in from Paradise Beach, I don't want to. If you're a member of my channel, go check out a video I did for members only. It showed. Some people might remember it, but when I was coming back from Paradise Beach, I was doing a live. But it showed you Embarkation Nation stalkers. Embarkation Nation, they were filming me and TJ walking to the ship on the pier. We had about 5 minutes left, 5, 2, whatever. It was close. And they were calling us slack on their video, which they sent to me, so I included it in it. They were calling us slackers and all kind of names because we weren't running. It wasn't like we were only ones. We weren't pier runners. We were walking. But I go from there to me live and why we were late. Well, not why we were late, but what was taking us so long to get onto the ship. And you got to go see it to understand. If you saw the live, you already know. Everybody said hello, hello. I don't think anyone, they're talking about Stuart trying to find a time. Stuart says, I've done a few interior cabins and just can't do them anymore. I need to see outside. See, I don't. I tell you, and I'm spending too much time on the cabin, but I get up, I get dressed, and I may not. My steward, whenever I leave the cabin, it's like a sea day. I'll leave my room, my cabin about 10:30, 11 o'clock. He won't see me again until it's time for me to change for dinner. I very rarely even see my cabin steward. And then I won't. Then after I change to go to dinner, I won't be back till 11 or 12 that night, maybe later. Understand what's included. I'm starting to become a fan of prepaying everything that I possibly can. So, and that's going to be like gratuities. Prepay as much as you can. First thing is usually you book further out, and that's going to be the next topic. Book further out so it gives you time to pay that. So you don't have it come all at once. You know, $150 at the end of the cruise. It's like, man, I was gambling. I forgot about that. Let me go run down here and take off gratuity. You don't want to do that. So if you prepay it, if say it's a year out, like I'm going on and I'm saying this because I just talked, like Raquel's cruise. If I was smart, I include gratuities in it and I could pay on that for 12 months. Knowing me, it's like, I get to it when I get to it. Anyway, prepay as much as you can for excursions and all that good stuff. And once you pay it off, you're done. I'm starting to see the even though a lot of times I'm probably overpaying, but like the drink package, it's a good feeling knowing I don't have to worry about my drinks. I probably would save money. If I was good at handling my money, it probably would be better for me to just go buy my own drinks, but I'm not good with my money. And if I got money in my pocket, I'm going to, so now I'm in the casino spending all my money and I don't want to drink. Oh, no more drink money. Want. So prepay as much as you can. To get your best prices, you want to book as early as you can. And this live showed that right there. I'm talking about going on Island Time's Icon cruise, and Will G, who booked, said, oh, yeah, he sold out, but he has more cabins. It's more expensive. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? That's mine. Book early and usually you save money if you book early. Sometimes there'll be cruises where, they don't sell out. You have last minute, deals and things like that. But a lot of times the cruise will lower your price or give you onboard credit. So book early. Let me see. What time is it? I'm trying to, well, there's nobody after me. I can keep talking. I can keep talking, people. Okay. Now we're getting ready for the ship. People, when you're at home, download. Let me catch up with the chat first. Susanna, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Oh, thank you, Susanna. You just brought that to mind. People, if you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate that also. Where was I at? Oh, while you're at home. Oh, I know what it was. I see. I was trying to get down to the bottom of the chat, and they still try to figure out. Look up YouTube, Stuart, and it'll tell you. It'll tell you like the best time to go on where most of your subscribers when they're online. Like I said, this is like a time they told for me. Beginning of the time, from here to like 7, 8 o'clock at night is when most of my people are online. And it's generally every day about this time. When you're at home, people, don't wait till you get to the cruise ship to download their app. All apps aren't made the same, but download the app at home. Once you get on the ship, that's going to be your lifeline for most of these cruise lines. There's been a few that have a problem. This last time on MSC World America, it helped, but they had issues. But I'm glad I had it downloaded already. So download the app. Let me do something real quick because I have my notes up here. But when I have my notes up, I can't see my Instagram. Okay, it doesn't look like anybody else came in, so we're good. We're good. Download the app early. Don't wait to get on the ship, try to figure out the Wi-Fi and all this, because once you get on the ship, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot tougher. Just download the app. I mean, Royal, MSC, do they do that now? I don't think so. Royal, you can watch you know how you go to your muster station, you can have them scan that. You can watch the safety briefing video on your phone. A lot of times you can do that before you get on the ship. So you're done. You don't have to go back to the cabin. You don't have to watch a video. You're done. I mean, you can't make it as easy as possible. I've had people go in, and a lot of times now they want you to check in on the app early. I've saw so many people having to go talk to somebody because they didn't register or check in online. Check in online. Do it early. Get everything out of the way. And this is where I tell you about getting a travel agent. I got to figure out, and I'm going to do it myself because I don't have a travel agent. I booked it myself, so I got to go look it up. I'm going on Royal next month, January 15th. I'm going on Freedom of the Seas. I've been on Royal a few times. I don't remember how to get my luggage tags because when I checked in and all that other good stuff, it doesn't say how to get the tags. And I don't remember what I did because usually it's like an email there where you download the PDF, you download the luggage tags. All I had was my receipt. It didn't have the luggage tags in there. So now I got to go try to figure it out. But if I had a good travel agent, they would tell me, "Oh no, Bill, 2 weeks before you go, they send you an email, and that's where the luggage tags are." I don't know, but a good travel agent will know that. Newbies. This is for you, newbies, new people cruising. When I first started cruising, I traveled with a birth certificate for a long time. I was a lot younger. I was invincible. Never thought about what could go wrong. Well, 9/11, all those good things. Now you can't fly without a passport. Well, you just say you can't fly without a passport. There's probably other ways around it, but you can't. People, I would not travel outside this country now without a passport. I personally would not. I would not sell outside this country without a passport. And it's good for 5 years, and whatever the passport costs now, $140 or whatever it is, over for 5 years, you can't beat it. Because if something goes wrong, a closed loop cruise is a cruise that leaves from one port and returns to the same port. That's a closed loop cruise. Those you don't need a passport. But when you do miss your cruise ship, oh my. So it saved you a couple of dollars, but now you're gonna have to go find the United States Embassy and get an expedited passport. You're gonna spend a ton of money, and don't travel without your passport. So the number one, I mean, if you can't afford it, I know some people can't afford it, but just understand you're taking a big risk. And I would almost go to if you can't afford a passport, don't travel outside the country. I mean, that might be a little harsh, but don't, because when things go wrong, and things do go wrong, it's going to be tough getting back into the country. So travel with a passport. Shay, yes. For people that don't know, Mondays 5 p.m. is my new day. It's a new day, but it's an old day. It's kind of before. I changed it before, but now, yes, not. I don't want to confuse people. Mondays are my new day. Monday at 5 o'clock, and probably Wednesday or Thursday at 5 will be my new time to drop a video. So I'm gonna try to be more conscious of dropping information and being consistent. People want to know consistency. I'm surprised. Right now, there's 26 people in here. I'm surprised that there's 26 people in here, because this was kind of, and I didn't do well advertising that I was changing days. So that's on me. My managers, they all yelled at me. So, but yes, new day, new time. And hopefully it works out. And then you don't have to hear me talking about football anymore. Bench with Bill, yes. Thank you, Scott. 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, I didn't do a good job of getting that out there. Do as I say, not as I do. Stuart, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it, Stuart. Keep the notifications on. Linda T. Tolman. I got that. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Trevor, yes, we see. Love that Margaritaville. Yes. I mean, I'm not mad at Margaritaville. I mean, I don't like that they can just take the money and do whatever they want to do with it. I don't like that. But they didn't try to hide it. I appreciate the honesty. I really appreciate the honesty, because I hate when people try to hide it. You go to a restaurant, they bring you out a bill, and they don't tell you that gratuity is already included, and they try to get you to tip again. See, I don't like sneaky. I don't like sneaky. I don't mind tipping. I just don't like sneaky. And Margaritaville let you know. So don't come ask them what they're doing it for, like Carnival. Well, who gets the tip? Well, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like that. They get this percentage and they get that percentage. And well, you know, it's a tough formula to figure out. Really, it's a tough formula to figure out who gets what. Here's my tip. Here's $100. Tell me how it's going to be divided up. You know, cabin steward gets this. Your waiter in the dining room gets that. Behind the scenes people get this. It's not hard to figure out. The only thing that makes it hard to figure out is when you're trying to be sneaky about something and don't want to tell people exactly where the money is going. Anyway, that's a different story for a different day. Birth certificate. Newbies, new people, new cruisers. And I've done it, but I'm not. Don't do it. Never come in the day of a cruise. So if you leave on Saturday, come in a day before. If you can't come in a day before, just know you're gambling with missing that cruise. They're not going to wait for you. They're not going to refund your money. And I do understand sometimes money is tight. You know, you want to go to Miami on a Friday night for a Saturday cruise. Stay further out. Whatever it is, go the night before. Because I mean, I've had especially coming out of Michigan with snow and cold weather and all this other stuff, and now just because of airlines in general, I had to scramble at the last minute, and the airlines lost my luggage. But I did. I had to go. Stop. Where did I go? From Tampa to Port Canaveral. Port Canaveral. So I couldn't fly into Port Canaveral, Orlando for some reason. So I had to fly into Tampa. So somehow between my drive, because then I rented a car and drove to Port Canaveral. They couldn't find my luggage. I got halfway there. I got to like Orlando. Orlando's like the halfway point between Tampa and Port Canaveral. They found my luggage. They wanted to know if I want to drive back and get the luggage or head to the ship. Well, it's the day of. I don't have time to drive back. I gotta go to the ship. Well, we'll bring it to you. Yeah, they didn't bring it to me. So never come in the day of the cruise if you can avoid it. Sometimes because of work and things like that, you can't help it. But no, I definitely would avoid that. One of the main ones. Back when I was young and invincible, nothing can happen to me. Nothing can go wrong. I can do everything. I would never get travel insurance. Now I don't. I buy like a yearly plan because I don't want to miss out on my travel insurance. Things can go wrong. You could break a hip. You could fall down. You could whatever. No, I don't travel without insurance now, and that would be a suggestion to you. If you're on a cruise, more than a couple of times a year, think about a yearly plan. But the yearly plan, it covers other travel too. So, say you're cruising. Well, what if you want to do a drive? It covers that. You want to take a train route? It covers that. So if you travel more than a couple of times a year, it's definitely worth it. Packing like a pro, I kind of did that. Don't overpack. I know everybody wants to bring things, but you don't need it. Make sure this is where a good travel agent comes and helps you out. They ban things. You just can't bring whatever you want to on a cruise ship. I know you want to bring an iron so your clothes are fresh and ironed. You see me, well, I'm just wrinkled because I'm not paying for them to iron it, and I don't pack right. But you can't bring iron. I used to bring a little small portable iron, but no, they don't allow that now. But check with stop asking people on Facebook what you can bring, what you can't bring. Stop asking people on Facebook. Go to whatever cruise line it is and find out for yourself. Go to your travel agent. I'm going to trust the travel agent other than some of these answers I've seen on YouTube and Facebook. But stop relying on people on Facebook for your answer to questions about cruising. They can guide you, but look it up. Well, Carnival doesn't do this, but you look it up. Oh, yes, you can. MSC. Well, somebody who cruises on Carnival, yeah, you can bring a bottle of wine on the ship. You can on MSC. Go to the cruise line and figure it out. Or call your good. I just saw something from embarkation. I know I'm so far behind in the chat. Call your travel agent. If they're well versed in cruising, they can tell you. If they can't tell you, they can guide you to the right place to go. What's this? Not Stargazers. We were watching those. Go down. I can't see it because I can't see it. I'll see it. Agree. Embarkation needs prepay. I still get to our flights for the next month. I haven't waited this long, and it has me stressed. See, I don't stress. I don't stress. You might overpay, but I don't stress. You said something about stalking. I don't see what you said about stalking Embarkation Nation. I know I said something about stalking earlier. Danny D said, Jen is like my little bro. He waits until 2 weeks before to make a plane reservations. Yeah, that's what I do. I do the same thing. Let me get down here. Brian Weber, welcome in, Brian. Appreciate you being in here. Latoya, my sister's in the house. She's been wanting to go on a cruise for the longest, but she won't get back with me. I gave her a couple of cruises and she never got back with me. Toya, let me know when you're ready to cruise, Toya. Brian Weber, cruise docs will be sent to you to get your luggage tags. Brian, okay. Well, thanks for helping me out with that one. But when? Like it's 30 days to the cruise. At what time do they come? And I know, maybe I didn't look before, but actually I was looking this time because I have like a back-to-back cruise. So anyway, I'm looking for the luggage checks and I couldn't find them. So I'm just curious. And usually when you check in, usually they pop in. But I said I haven't done a lot for Royal, so I'm not really sure. Welcome in. Tips for cruisers. Welcome in. Passports definitely make it easier. Going to finally get them for the kids earlier. Yes, my daughter same way. She got them for the kids. They got them. You get them for everybody because if you got your passport, the kids don't have theirs. Guess what? Unless you're leaving the kids behind, you're going to be going to the consulate to get emergency passports for your kids. So just go ahead and get the passports. Good for 5 years. When you break it down, it's like, well, $20 a year, $25 a year, and not a bad price for a passport. And tips for cruises. I think you're new to the channel. Welcome in. Hopefully, we're making you feel at home. There's a bunch of great cruisers in here, travelers, a bunch of great people in general. So thank you for coming in. If you have a YouTube channel, which tips for cruises, I assume you do. If you type in #strong, it'll drop your channel and people can go check you out to see what you're talking about. And I will have to go back later on after the live to go check that out. And I know I'm probably behind. Hopefully you're still here. Not harsh. It's the truth. If you can't afford the passport, you probably can't afford flights home. I mean, you're going to pay. So yes, I mean, I know it, but it comes up, I hate telling people, well, you shouldn't do that because if you don't have enough money. I mean, I don't want to say yes, but yes, if you can't afford it, like I always have contingency plans and I always tell people, we want to drive here. Do you have enough money for repairs? If you get a flat, if the transmission goes out, do you have enough money for repairs? Do you have enough money to rent a car? There's more than just getting to the destination. So yes, whatever floats your boats. Angie, welcome in. I appreciate you coming in here. Toya, ouch. I know they lost, Toya. Why are you rubbing that in? Toya! I just got over it. I was still crying this morning, trying to figure out how the Lions could still make the playoffs, win every game. Oh, great. Now they got to win every game that's left. Toya, thanks for bringing that up. Foodie says, I love elevator cabins. Smash that like button for Mr. Bill. Oh, no, Mr. Bill. Yes, please do smash the like button. Formula, LOL. Formula is nonsense. Since money is fungible, they're not lying when they tell you it goes to the crew. They just aren't telling you the whole truth. Well, I mean, but yes, you don't know exactly what the money, who it's going to. Is it going to the cruise director? Is it going? See, my thing with my gratuities, and this is going back a little bit because I'm so far behind in the chat. I want to know that it's going to people behind the scenes. Some of the people behind the scenes, yeah, they make a livable wage. I get it, but and that's who I want to see get the money. But as I said, Margaritaville, they tell you, hey, we do whatever we want to do with the money. Kick rocks. But I appreciate that. I appreciate the honesty. If you look at their income statement, they account for gratuities as ordinary ticket revenue, not liability owed to the crew. Ooh. Great show and tips. Have to go now. Kimberly, I appreciate you stopping in. As long as the wife has the passports and we can get on the cruise, I don't stress. I try not to stress. I don't let things stress me out too much. We don't have the standby access like you. Well, I'm not even talking about me. You don't understand. I can tell you stories. That's people are, well, you haven't booked your flight yet. Well, long story short, people, if you don't know, I used to work for Delta and I fly standby. I'm in Florida or wherever. I'm in Texas. I can't get a flight back to Detroit. I might be flying to New York to get to Detroit. So I have time, don't have money. So I'm getting home. It's just a question of when. But yeah, no, I mean, but that's you be careful. If you wait till the last moment, you're going to pay more. Anfield, great stream, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you. Who's that? Scott? Thank you. Awesome live. Passport is mandatory. Period. Pooh. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. Stress in and stress. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, in and out cooking dinner. I know I haven't had dinner yet. The only thing I had was my breakfast. All I had was coffee and a cinnamon roll. That's usually my breakfast. Um, okay, I'm going on a little bit. Overpacking. No prohibited items. Ah, yes. And my other note was bring motion sickness. Uh, People, if you're new to cruising, go buy some Dramamine. Anything motion sickness. Get the patches. Whatever you feel comfortable with that would help you in case you start getting nauseous because of the motion of the ocean. We'll say. Uh, my very first cruise was almost ruined because of that. The very first, and we're going back to the 90s. So bear with me, people. Going back to the 90s, first cruise, got on the ship, never felt motion sickness before in my life. Uh, that night, after Cello and all that, I started feeling nauseous. I'm like, oh man, I mean, maybe the travel jet lag, I don't know. I laid down, got back up, was feeling okay. We stopped, I think on the first night, we stopped in the Bahamas. As soon as I got off the ship, I started feeling better. I'm like, oh, this is no problem. Got back on the ship. The moment I stepped back on the ship, I started feeling nauseous again. Then it came to me. You're having motion sickness. We started selling. It got worse. Like I can't do it. This wasn't my honeymoon at the time. This was like a year later. So now I got to tell the wife, I don't know if I can do this. You can stay on the ship, but the next port, I got to get off. I can't do this for 7 days. I go down to guest services, talk to them. They reach down, grab me a bunch of motion sickness pills. I started popping them like candy. Haven't had a problem since. Now I did that. I used to take Dramamine before I got on a cruise all the time. That was for about the first 10 cruises or whatever. Then I stopped and I haven't had motion sickness again that I know of. But even to this day, I still bring motion sickness with me. And if the waves start to get really rough, which I've had a couple of them, um, I'll pop one. I didn't feel sick, but for preventative measures, I'll take one. But yeah, no, don't let it ruin you. And now they don't just give you out Dramamine. I think they charge, if I'm not mistaken, at least Carnival. Travel, yes, we see. Hit the typed in hashtag strong. If you're new here and want to drop your channel, hashtag strong, drop your channel. And connect with these other. I mean, this is like strictly. I mean, I know I talk a lot and I ramble on, but this is for people that like cruising and want to talk about cruising. I'm game to talk about anything. I try to have a topic, but if something comes up, and my problem is I have my notes up here, so I can't really see like the chat. So one of them, I try to keep the chat live so I can kind of see at the bottom. I have great moderators, so if somebody comes in and talking trash, they'll take care of them. I don't really need to see that, but now I have my notes up, so I don't see anyway. I'm just rambling again. Cruise docs, log into your cruise planner, sign into the Royal website, and they should be there. I thought about 30 days out. My last one. Okay. I know, like with Carnival, I can do it from my phone. Let me use when I get off here. Tips for cruisers. I'll check in there. See, we're all learning something today, people. This is what it's like. Tips for cruisers. We mean it. We mean it. People are laughing. I crack myself up so much. I don't half the time. I don't even know what you're laughing at. I'm so far behind. Carmen for the win. What up, though? Thanks for stopping in, Carmen. I appreciate you being in here. I don't know how long, and that was on the Facebook side. Appreciate you being in here. My motion sickness comes as a dull headache. I use an essential oil blend that's good for vertigo, nausea, and headaches. That's good to know. Thank you, luggage tags. So now I'm gonna go find my luggage tags when I get off of here. I'm gonna find my luggage tags. Yes, it's usually Vicky, I've done it before. I just don't know, and it this time. Whenever I checked in, like Carnival, whenever you check in, they pop up, they populate in the on your phone on the app. I think again, I procrastinate for everything, but they're right there, and then I send that to the printer. I don't print out I print out my boarding pass for Carnival because for some reason they won't put the boarding pass on your phone. But I print that out, and then I print out my luggage tags. And with Royal, I didn't see it, and I looked and said, well, eventually I'll find it if I have to make a phone call. Cruise Nuts, welcome in, welcome in. Travel, yes, we see. Tip for Carnival: make breakfast and brunch reservations on the app rather than standing around like Sunday at Cracker Barrel. Yes, people make a lot of these cruises now. They let you book. Let you book early. Do it. Carnival, some of the brunch, if you have the anytime dining or whatever, book it early. Don't be afraid to book everything early. Some of them, I mean, the lines, which is why I don't like the anytime dining. Not that you have to stand in line so much, and I'm going with Carnival here. The anytime dining, Carnival, you can book dinner, but they can tell you, well, that'll be a 120-minute wait, 2 hours. It can be a 60-minute wait, which is fine. But for now, if it says 60 minutes, well, now you have to pay attention because sometimes it could be a half an hour, or it could be an hour and 10 minutes. But you have to pay attention to your phone. Anyway, I like to have a set time dining and be done with it. Breakfast, I don't. Who wants to stand around for breakfast? First of all, I don't do a lot of breakfast. But if I did, I would want to. I don't want to stand around waiting to be fed. So if I do the brunch, the C-Day brunch, I usually go like right before they close, like a half an hour before they close. No wait, no fuss. Cruise Nuts said hello. Ricky, what up though? See, Ricky, what up though? Oh, Ricky, he's from Michigan. I'm gonna let that pass because I call out certain people. They're not from Michigan, and they go, "What up, though?" And it's like, that's a Detroit. Anyway, anybody can say it. I know. Oh! You were over on the IG side. Yeah, let me go check just in case. IG side. Let's see. Was anybody else in there? Ships and Giggles, Parkers on the Go. Welcome in. They're probably gone now, but welcome in on the Instagram side. And that's what happens when I'm trying to use notes because I can't see who comes in on that side. The tags are in email. Oh, I got it, people. I got it. I know I'm behind. Never had more than a 20-minute wait, but early. No, I've had like over an hour. I can't. I love anytime dining. I've never waited for more than 10 to 20 minutes. The only time I didn't have that wait was it really early or really late. I'm not getting up really early, so really late, and then it was there. But anytime dining, if you go like 5:36, yeah, there's going to be a wait. Could be what ship because the ships I went on, maybe that was just them. Bill has me ready to edit videos and start booking more cruises at the same time. I'm trying to get better at editing videos. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to be more on time. If I was young like you, Jennifer, I'd be on it in a heartbeat. He's quite an influencer. Yeah, Keisha. Okay. Is that to the bottom? I think I'm to the bottom. Okay. Purchase travel insurance. I did that. Pack like a pro. Don't overpack. I got that. New cruisers. I mean, people have been on cruises before. You know what to expect, but understand they're trying to board 3,000, 4,000 people on a cruise through a small window. And just understand, bring your patience, especially if you're a newbie. If you're a new person to cruising, you're not going to get the best slots to board. You're not. That's usually for their diamonds. That's usually for people. How did I get that in there? That was not even supposed to go in there. Anyway, bring your patience, take your time. Then if you're there, they're not going to leave without you unless you don't have your stuff together. They're not going to leave without you. The first day of the cruise, y- pro tip, as they say, pro tip, the buffet is going to be packed. But a lot of these cruise lines have some of their specialty restaurants open for dining. You might want to try those where it's less crowded because most people don't know about it or don't want to go sit down on embarkation day. They just want to grab something quick, get back out on Lido deck, go watch around, look at the ship. Ooh, look at the beautiful ship. They might want to do that, but that's bring your patience. Bring your patience. More than likely, your cabins aren't going to be ready on time, so don't. I don't. I mean, people. I know some people do it because they don't want to lose their luggage. But if me, any luggage I have, I give to the porter. Check it in. Uh, the only thing I bring on is mostly my electronics, my laptop, my cameras, and things like that. But everything else, if you want to go swimming, bring that in the carry on. I am not going around that ship till 1, 2 o'clock, dragging my luggage everywhere I go. Some people do it, and if they don't mind, more power to them. It's not for me. It's not for me. I travel. I try to travel. Only thing I have on the cruise ship is my backpack. That's the only thing. So, but you have to decide that. Uh, Newbies. The easiest way. Two things. I'm two things. And let me see. What else I have to? I'm almost done. I know I'm late, but see, the good thing about this time is nobody's behind me. Even though I'm going on an hour and a half, people, Bill, Monday's going to be an hour long. But I do kind of want to get through this. Um, when you get, I don't want to say get on, when as soon as you get on the ship, turn your plane to airplane mode. But you have to understand that once you are going out to sea and you switch over to the ship's cellular service, it's going to get expensive. Now, there's a lot of people out there. There's different things that the cellular companies are coming out with cellular at sea and all. So, I mean, do your research. Mine goes. I usually get the internet plan, and I get onto the ship's Wi-Fi, and my plane is in airplane mode. I don't want any secret surprises. I mean, I can remember back in the day, somebody forgot. Mm, they didn't forget. They didn't do it. They saw that they still had service, so they didn't switch it to airplane mode. And then when they got home, it was $1,000 phone bill waiting for them. It's crazy. So uh, make make sure make sure you put your phone on, unless you have some kind of plan and you know that it works, or you know a way to circumvent the ship's cellular plan. Put it on airplane mode, and that's why when you put it on airplane mode, you you can download the app. You can do it on the ship, but it's going to be a lot slower. If you do it at home, it's faster. Um, 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 Cabins may not be ready. Put phones on airplane mode. Come at your boarding time. Yeah, YOLO. It could be an expensive mistake. And now with Wi-Fi, you can do FaceTime call, premium Wi-Fi. A lot of times for some of them, may be a little less someplace else. But with Carnival, premium Wi-Fi, you can do FaceTime, you can do Messenger, you can do WhatsApp, and that's how I call people. That's how they call me. Um, that's a cursing and a bless. Another topic we're going to come up with is etiquette etiquette for the cruise ship, because nothing. Well, I shouldn't say nothing. Never absolutes, people. Never, always, never, never. So never absolutes. People that get on a cruise ship and get like on a FaceTime call or a call and put it on speaker and yelling and screaming. My goodness, that's crazy. That's crazy. If I get on the phone, have to make a phone call, I step away from everybody. I don't consider um I don't consider um I just get away from people. We'll leave it at that. I get away from people. And people, they make headphones for a reason. And usually if I'm going to be loud and bothering people, I put on my headphones. If I'm going to listen to my music, I put on my headphones. And I mean, that's this is, I think it's just rude that I'm out here trying to relax and you put on music on your phone to, I just think it's rude, but that's me. Brian, what did Brian do? Keisha, what did he try to drop a link? Keisha, thank you. See, that will keep me. That will keep me honest. If he's on, well, I didn't know that. So now okay, that'll work. That'll work. Paul is on at 6. Perfect. Thank you, Keisha. Uh, I'm just going back to see. I can't see. Oh, there it is. The night. I'm sorry, Brian. Maybe you're trying to vote. Maybe you're trying to vote. That link on Nightbot, and I don't have my YouTube pulled up. The cell phone, the cell phone thing should be anywhere, not just on. It should be. But we're talking cruising here. You're right. I mean, that's crazy, and I just give dirty looks, or then I start acting like I'm into their conversation. Really, really. Anyway, that's Elisa is at 7. Oh, Monday mood check. Okay, okay. What time is it? I know it's almost an hour and a half. I'm probably not gonna go on till I'm not gonna probably stay on till 7. But I'm learning. I'm learning this. I'm new. I'm new to Mondays again. I'm new. Um, excursions, newbies. Start look if you want to see like islands, if you want to see things, start booking early. The good excursions fill up fast, so you want to book them as soon as you can. You know, sometimes you get a discount, sometimes you don't. Same thing with Wi-Fi. You book early. You buy it early before you get on the cruise ship. It's definitely cheaper, but you could find a even bigger savings. I know Royal is like that. Carnival is like that. You get bigger savings if you buy it ahead of time. Um, excursions, the good excursions sell out. Now, if they sell out, that doesn't mean you can't do that excursion. But if you do an excursion from the cruise ship and say you're delayed getting back to the ship for some reason, they will take care of you. They will wait for you. If they can't wait for you, they'll get you to the next port. So, booking an excursion, if I was new, I probably would book it through the cruise line. Now, I'll book it. It's sometimes it can, not all the time, but sometimes it can be cheaper to book it once you get off the ship with a local vendor that does the same excursion. They say they guarantee you getting back to the ship. Um, I don't know how much I trust that. I'd rather trust the ship with getting me back to the ship than this other vendor. Hey, you didn't get me back on time. Sorry. Here's your refund. Good luck catching up to the ship to the next at the next port. So yeah, no, new people probably should book with the ship. As you get more comfortable with cruising, then you can start going out venturing with the private vendors and take your chances. And if you cruise a lot, you start running into people that you start running into vendors that you know. Hey, I got a guy in Barbados. I forget his name, but he's in my phone. When I go down there, I can call him up. He'll pick me up from the port and go take me where I want to go and whatever I want to see. So you get to know people. The more and more you cruise, first timers you don't know anybody. Some a good travel agent, they will have a connection on the island probably, and where to guide you to. Again, not but now you know when you're booking with somebody other than the cruise line, no guarantees. So be prepared. So if things go wrong. There was an accident on the road. God forbid you were involved in an accident, have to go to the hospital, or whatever it could be. Uh, be prepared if you don't book with the ship and don't have insurance. And this is probably going to be about the last thing. Well, okay, two more things. Um, My very first cruise, I nearly died. Now you might say, "You nearly died? All from seasickness?" No, no, people. That wasn't what killed me. My first 2 cruises, what almost killed me, not literally, people, not literally, but what almost killed me was thinking I had to do everything. When I first started cruising, 1990, when I first started cruising, I thought I had to do everything. I thought I had to get up early for breakfast, go on an excursion, come back, watch all the shows. I love gambling. And let me take this off the screen. So I had to stay up in the casino, gamble. I had to go to the nightclub after that. I had to go stay up and close out the nightclub and doing that for 7 days. When I got back, you talk about somebody who was literally dead tired. That was me. I mean, I really needed, when you know how you say I need a vacation from my vacation, I really did need it. I probably called in sick the next day because it's like I went nonstop for 7 days, nonstop. I was younger. I wasn't young, but I was younger, and it nearly killed me. Not literally, people. Anyway, when you get on the ship, understand you don't have to do everything. Understand when you pull into a port, you don't have to do an excursion. You can, but you don't have to. Pace yourself, and it becomes, for me, it becomes more enjoyable. My first couple of cruises, it got to a point it wasn't enjoyable anymore because I was tired all the time. By the time the 7th day came around, I was dead tired. I'm angry. They're throwing me off a ship. Come on now. Anyway, you don't have to do everything. So just learn to pace yourself, which that'll come to you with time. But new people, they always want to do everything. Sometimes you can't catch every show. You can't go to the comedy club and the show in the theater and go to the casino and go to the nightclub and then get up in the morning and go to breakfast and go see Bahamas or Costa Rica or whatever. Sometimes you can't do that. Pace yourself and learn to enjoy it. Take a little time to yourself. They have those lounge chairs for a reason out there. Go enjoy it. I mean, some of my favorite cruises now, I don't do anything. I sit there and go to a beach. And that's like why one of my favorite beaches is MSC's Private Island, because all it is, get off the ship, walk to the beach, grab a chair, grab a drink, just relaxed. Those are some of my favorite things to do now. And okay, that's let me go back. Team reset something and I missed it, I think. Let me go back just a little bit and then I'm almost off here. Okay, yep. Yellow. I agree. Book with the ship if you're new. If you're on with a group, book via the group, as the TA should be experienced enough to know. Yes, I mean, even with TAs, as I said, make sure it's a good one because I'm telling you, people. I mean, you might think I'm joking, but there's TAs out here, the booking cruises, never been on a cruise before. And not saying that they can't do it, but yeah, I don't want my doctor reading the manual as he's operating on me. I don't want him reading the manual, and I want people. That's okay. I'm kind of getting off subject there. So yes, but a good travel agent, travel advisor, they know what to expect, and that's why you have them. Agreed. I never recommend I never recommend a third party excursion for brand new cruisers. I know, but you'll have somebody on here. Hey, it'll save you $20. It'll save you $20 or whatever it is. I'm just making a number up here. But if something happened, do you know enough to get back? Do you know where the U.S. Embassy is to get your emergency passport? I mean, even on a ship, every cruise line is going to give you like emergency contact numbers. You're running late. You took that third party excursion. You're running late. Use that emergency number and let them call them. Let them know, hey, I'm on my way. Can you please wait? But whatever. But you're in contact, and if you do miss a ship, uh, most of the times they will go to your cabin, get your passport. They're not gonna get your clothes and all that. Get your passport and stuff like that. Anything that money, if it's in the safe, probably, and have it off the ship. So you contact whoever's operating the port. They'll probably have that for you, probably. But that's just don't do it. Stick with the cruise line. My first cruise was a short 4-day with one port, and it was the best cruise introduction to me. A shorter cruise is better, my belief, because you don't. I said people either love cruising or they hate it. There's usually not an in between. There's usually not an in between. People either love it or they hate it. I don't get foodie, Vicky. I don't get motion sickness on cruise ship, but I will throw up on a steamship, like the one. Oh, yeah, Vicky. I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. I don't know if I will or not, but yeah, those little river boats. But see, they usually don't. It doesn't get too rough on the river boats, but the slight motion, just the slight motion, could do it. It's like driving in a car. People get sick driving in a car. I can see that. I can see that. On the go with YOLO. I love those for relaxing. Yes, people always. Well, a lot of times it's because the airfare. But like a 3 or 4 day cruise, even though it's a wonder of the seas. I went on Wonder of the Seas. Like the first day or so, I walked around the ship because I've never been on that ship before. But then I just got to sit out there and relax, like in the solarium on Royal. I just sat out there and relaxed. I got away from the craziness, got away from the booze cruise crowd. I didn't go to the nightclub, went to the casino. Anyway, I got away from that, and it was okay. I didn't have to try to be a part of the crowd. I didn't have to go down for the birthday bash that they had. It was okay. Momo. Everybody saying hello, hello. I know probably like Keisha's like, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Keisha. Appreciate it. Whoops. And I'll try to have the night bot and everything fixed for you next time. But remember, new day, Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And hopefully a new video Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And just trying to be more consistent. I'm trying to be, if you go to my community page on YouTube, every day I try to have a question for you on, I forget what the one is for today, but what would you like to see on a cruise ship? What's your favorite port? There's a question for you to answer every day on my YouTube page. I'm trying to get it earlier, put it on earlier, but it'll stay there. It's not going anywhere, so you can go back and answer the old questions also. After this live, if you guys don't mind, can one of my moderators put Elisa's channel up? Emily, welcome in, Emily, and thank you for being a mod, Emily. And Danny D, if I didn't say it by the time you got in, appreciate you being in here. Can you drop the link for? Just remember that you will be. It's tough for me to remember I'm gonna be on Mondays, because it was 4 o'clock, and I'm like, let me go in there and cook dinner. Oh, I don't have time. But after dinner, now I'll have time. And I wasn't planning on being on this late. But anyway, can one of the mods, Lisa, thank you, Danny D. I appreciate it. I forgot I can't tag unless I'm in it. Let me find this. Let me find this so I can go over here and put it up real quick. Whoops. There we go. So I can tag it. But thank you, Danny D. Pin message. At the top of the messages is Elisa's Mood check Monday. So make sure when we leave here, I'm so close, so I might as well stay on till then. So I'm gonna go back to some of the things I maybe I skipped on my list here. But we're gonna go check out Elisa and give her a strong raid from here, and support our fellow cruise content creators. Even though I don't know what her topics are going to be. Hold on. Lisette, welcome in, Lisette. Appreciate you stopping by. Lisette cracks me up. And that cracks me up, but I find it interesting because sometimes she was. I haven't been over there in a while, Lisette. Sorry about that, but she's working on her car and stuff. I mean, actually working on the car, and I was impressed. I was impressed. Travel, yes, we see. I met newbies who, by day 3 or 4, never realized the main dining room was free. Right. All they did, I've met people like that too. They didn't realize, nobody told them, nobody explained it to them. Apparently, they didn't do their homework to know that the other restaurants that they had, the main dining room, yeah, it looks fancy, but it's free. It's part of your fare. And they need to do a little bit of their homework, but a good travel agent is going to try. They know this, it's their first time. So a good travel agent will guide you in that direction. Now you have to pay attention. Yeah, you have to pay attention to what they're saying. Anfield says, great stream. Have a great day. See you in the streams, Anfield. Lee, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, look, everybody dropping the links. Thank you so much. Will G says, great show, Bill. Made my 3-mile walk go fast. Oh, I appreciate that, Will G. I appreciate that. Lisette says, passing through and dropping a like. I appreciate that also. Cabins are open before you get on the Virgin Voyage ship. They usually leave out later in the day, though. But yes, I appreciate that too. If my cabin was open, I probably still wouldn't do it now. It's just a hassle just dragging my luggage around, a big bag around. But if my cabin was ready when I got on the ship, I probably would, because that way I don't have to, try to, if I wanted something, whatever, a cigar or something that I don't carry with me, I put it in my bag. I could get that or something like that. I probably would do that, maybe, kind of, sort of. But I'm not dragging my food around the ship to go see the Lido deck. I'm not dragging it around to grab something to eat. I'm not dragging it around to go grab a drink and sitting there with my luggage. I'm just not doing it. I feel bad enough dragging my backpack around, because usually I in my backpack I have like a 17-inch laptop, not the lightest in the world, but I take that with me, and I don't like leaving it in the cabin. 2 reasons. I don't like leaving it in the cabin because usually the cabins aren't locked. They have them open so they can get in and out and clean the cabins. So they don't lock them. So I don't care. You can steal a lot of my things. You can steal my clothes. You can steal my cigars. Not the cigars. You can steal whatever, but my laptop. No, yeah, you can't get that. So I keep that with me. And what else? Everybody's dropping links. Thank you so much. I need to get out there and start walking. I carry on most times and just drop the bag anywhere. Nobody's going. I never thought about. In my bag usually is not. There's not anything in my bag. I mean, I'm not worried about like what's in my. Only thing I worry about is my backpack, and that's because it has my electronics in it. Either my cameras, my phone, and laptop. Those are the only things I really care about cruising. I don't really care about anything else. So my suitcase, I'm not worried about it sitting in the hallway. I'm not worried. I don't worry about it. It makes it inconvenient if my suitcase didn't make it to the room, but I'm not worried about it, and I'm gonna go still enjoy myself. I just first port or whatever, go buy something, buy some shorts or something in the gift shop, whatever. What else we got going on here? The porter's like, ah, yeah, yeah. I'm having more problems with the. Oh, I'm sorry. Travel, yes, we see the porters like to destroy my luggage. I'm having more problems with the airlines, and it's the wheels. I think it's how they slide them down the ramp sometime. Anyway, I'm having more problems with that than the porters on the cruise ship because every time one of my luggage pieces cracked by the wheel, they all cracked by the wheel. I'm not worried about scratches and stuff like that. I did stop putting channel stickers on my bag because they were getting just being peeled off. So I kind of stopped that. Uh, I love you guys, but I'm not putting stickers on my Mac. So I got to find someplace I can actually put them on. There's Scotty J. Welcome in, Scotty J. Appreciate you coming in here. Dinner and a cocktail time. Have a. Did I say something to TJ? I think TJ might be on a cruise. TJ, have fun. Dinner and cocktail time. Have a good night, everyone. Have a great week. You too, YOLO. I don't know if YOLO. I don't know if you're on a cruise or not, but if you're on a cruise, enjoy. And if not, just enjoy dinner and the cocktail. Team Reese. Yeah, same here. I will walk around with the laptop on my back or in the roller bag until the cabin. I do. I mean, I do. Everybody, see you later. Everybody's getting ready to get out of here. But remember, top of the screen is the link for Elisa. I'm looking at the time. I had to see what time it was. I didn't have to look up her channel. Elisa, if you can't stay, and go over there and leave a comment. Let her know that you were thinking about her, and leave a like on her live stream. And she goes on every Monday at 7. It sounds like next week my show will be exactly an hour because travels with PMB. He comes on at 6, so that would work well. So I can guide you to him, and hopefully he can guide you guys to like Elisa or somebody else, whoever he likes. Everybody they don't watch the same channels, which is a great thing because now we can get to see other channels and people say, hey, have you ever been over to Embarkation Nation? Check out their channel. You get to guide people to new channels. Emily says, I would never put stickers on my luggage. It was cute. Your luggage, your luggage stands out. Yes, new luggage I got coming out. I want it to stand out. I don't want it black or blue. I'm trying to. It's like a purple-ish, I think, but we'll see. But I wanted to stand out. My favorite luggage was I had like a lime green luggage, and I mean I could be coming down the ramp and see my luggage. I could, going on the ship, I can see my luggage being packed for the ship. And I keep something on the handle so that when somebody gets ready to get off the ship, they look at the handle. Because I've had some people where when they got off the ship, somebody picked up the bag by mistake. And I don't want that to happen. I put something on the handle to make it unique so that somebody grabbed it by the handle and be like, oh, that's not mine. I didn't have that wrap around my handle. I didn't have that luggage tag on my handle. I didn't have whatever it is. So weird color, something on the handle. So people stay away. Yeah, Keisha, thank you, Keisha. A strong raid over to Elisa at 7 p.m. But even if you can't go there at 7, I know it's been 2 hours. Thank you, people, for hanging with me as long as you did. I'm losing my voice. Go over there, drop a like, say hi, let her know we were thinking about you. Doesn't cost you anything, and it takes about 2 seconds. But we'd prefer you go over there and spend a Monday evening with Keisha while you're having dinner, while you're going for your walk, while you're folding clothes. That's what we prefer. Yes, Emily, I did. Yes, your luggage is unique. I don't think you have to worry about anybody picking up your luggage by mistake. Danny says, for my trip to Switzerland in March, I'm thinking of getting packing cubes. I've heard they're very handy. I tried packing cubes a couple of times. They really didn't help me, but I'm not the best packer anyway. Uh, I can remember when I first got my when I first got my luggage. Now I'm just talking, but when I first got my luggage, people were like, "That's the ugliest luggage I've ever seen." That lime green. I probably posted it somewhere. It was like a lime green, bright. You could see it from 6 miles away, and people wondered why. Because I don't want people to accidentally pick it up, and it was so easy to spot. Like when you get off the ship and they put all the bags together, I didn't have to look because last time, one of the last 2 times I was on a ship, I was in like zone 20, and they put my luggage in zone 23. I just happened to see it because it's kind of a unique design with like blue with a yellow stripe. Go Michigan. I don't want to talk about Michigan right now. But anyway, I was able to spot it, but they put it in the wrong zone. I'm like, what if I had like a black bag or a solid, blue bag or whatever? I never would have found this. But anyway, I want unique. So you can call it ugly all you want. Everybody knows that's mine. That's Warmstrong's luggage. Uh, Keisha says, I appreciate the company while I folded this laundry. Good. Well, gee, I get. Oh, see, okay. I thought you were about to say you use packing cubes. Will, yeah, I gave away the cubes. Carnival, I gave us. Yeah, I did too. Will, I don't use cubes anymore. I would. I haven't thrown it. The wheel is broke, but it's sitting over there, and I've been meaning to throw it away. I just haven't thrown it away. I'm kind of a hoarder. Will, you have to post more videos. Will's enjoying his cruise. He's not even thinking about posting videos. Every now and then there'll be a little something. He's not going to let his cruise be ruined by trying to get content out there like that. Okay, since it's almost time, 6 more minutes. Another important thing, and it happened to me one time. The night before you go get off the ship. I know that's the worst day of the cruise. The night before, go down to guest services or on your phone if you're able to look at your account on your phone and make sure that you have a zero balance. They're not letting you off the ship. Well, they are going to let you off the ship, but you don't have paperwork to sign before you get off the ship. One time, and I honestly, I don't know where it came from. I'm thinking maybe it was like I got a free drink in the casino or something, and I tipped like on the receipt. So let's say $2. I'm going to get off the ship. Everybody's getting off the ship. Bing. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Or have a nice trip home. Beep. Have a nice cruise trip home. I get up there. What? We see you have a balance. Go talk to guest services. I don't have a balance. Says he do. Go step over there, sir, and see guest services. Okay. I get over there and it's like a $2 charge. And I don't recall exactly what it was for, but it was like, are you kidding me about $2? Just charge my account. So that's what they did. They charged my account. They took the $2. Which made anyway. But some people, they have $200 or $300 or whatever they owe, and make sure you zero out your account before you get off the ship, and that way you don't have to get that dirty when you get off the ship. Yes, Emily, if you read it, but some people, in the Carnival, I'm going with Carnival here because for some reason Carnival believes in killing trees, and instead of doing things electronically, they want to do paper anyway. They will leave it there, but a lot of people don't read half the things they leave in your room. Me, I don't either, but I try to zero everything out ahead of time. The day of embarkation, I'm up. I don't get up early, so now it's 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Now I see this bill. Oh, I still owe. So now I got to get everything. Instead of going up and getting my coffee and my cinnamon roll, I'm going down to guest services so I can get off the ship. I just try to take care of all that beforehand. Orange luggage is smart. I think it is. Lita Shay, welcome, man. Appreciate you stopping by. People, if you have not hit the like button already, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. I think you'll like it. Hit the notification bell. So I'm going to try and make this every day, Monday, 5 o'clock Eastern time. And then a new video every 5 o'clock Thursday. At 5 o'clock Thursday Eastern time, 5 p.m. New video. Just so you'll know, you can be on the lookout. Consistency is the key, people, to the streets. Consistency is the key. Linda says, I don't remember MSC leaving an invoice. I don't think they did. But you can see it on your phone. Like this Carnival that leaves invoices. I got a couple of minutes before I get top of the chat, people. Elisa, say hi. Strong raid, as in warm strong raid, and from the strong crew. Strong raid. To let her know. 6:59. Thank you. So we're getting ready to get off here not on time, but yeah, you got it. But yeah, no, Linda, they didn't. It's on the app. Embarkation Nation said, yay. Andrew said, awesome live. Well, thank you, Andrew. 2 hours. We made it. So go to the top of the chat. Go over to, for me, go over there and type strong raid and let her know we were thinking about her and that this is going to be no. Paul is going to do it. I'm going to try to make Paul do it on a regular basis because next week we're going to be going over to Paul's channel, Travel with PMB. But thank you guys. Appreciate it. I got to find out how to end this live now. Thank you for my people on Instagram. I appreciate you coming in. Facebook, thank you so much for the likes on Facebook. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Make sure you come back. If you were new, hopefully you come back next week. I don't know what the topic's going to be. Travel, yes, we see. I'm surprised Carnival still does both paper and the app. Yeah, I don't know why you do both. I don't know why you do both. Hey, Shay, welcome in. And goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Hit the like on the way out if you haven't done so. And then head over to Elisa's live Strong Raid. Good night. Bye-bye.